welcome back to my channel. So, like I told y'all, I want to talk about how I got into the situation of having to move back in with my parents, okay, at 30 years old, okay? I don't have any kids, I don't have a husband. So, it's a struggle out here. So I'm gonna just jump right into it. So basically, once I graduated college, I have a bachelor's in accounting, and I lived in Arkansas. And then I graduated. I got offered a job at with the government as an auditor. So started working as an auditor with the government, making really good money. Did he just put a freaking this man just put a freaking is that a mattress on the back of my car? What is going on? What does he got going on? Lord Jesus. Anyways, so I got offered a job with the government as an auditor, making really good money, like straight out of college. Okay, I had the job before I even graduated. Like I had interviewed and everything, and they was just waiting on me to graduate. And so had this job, started working like the next week after I graduated, and as an auditor, I mean, it was great. Like I got to try, because what I did was, we go to different school districts, we go to different cities and towns, and we audit their financial statements. And I was starting to enjoy it because, I went to school for accounting, so I like accounting. So I like digging in folks' business, what they doing with their money and all that type of stuff. So that stuff interests me. And also on top of that, so once I graduated, I started trying to get my my paperwork together so I could apply to take the CPA exam, because I wanted to be a CPA, which I'm still currently trying to get that together too. Like I'm still testing for that, but like it's been a hindrance because of everything that happened. So anyways, so yeah. So like I was saying, I wanted to be a CPA. So once I started working, I was working towards my CPA. I ordered the study materials, started studying, and paying for everything that I needed to pay for so I could take the test, and was working full-time. So working full-time, and then also trying to take the CPA exam. Okay, long story short, I was struggling, y'all. I was really struggling because what happened was I ended up having to move. So I had to move to Arkansas. I was kind of already in Arkansas, but technically I wasn't. I was on Texas side, but I was still like working in Arkansas. So I had to actually move across the street to live in Arkansas. And it got really hard. Like, have you ever had one of those payday loan, like not a payday loan, a title loan? So what I end up getting a title loan on my car. And so I got an internship before I even graduated. I ended up getting an internship at this Big Four accounting firm. Matter of fact, in Houston. Went to Houston for the summer for an internship. So I didn't have no money. So I was like, you know what? I really want to do this internship because, of course, if you intern at a Big Four, like, that's like, okay, you really, I could possibly get hired. So, and that was what I wanted. So I was like, you know what? I'm finna get a title loan because my car was paid off. So I was like, I'm just gonna get a title loan, and then I could pay it off whenever, I could pay it off as I'm getting money, because it was a paid internship. So I was getting paid as I'm doing the internship. So that was my plan. It didn't go how I wanted, y'all. So it was terrible. It was horrible. So I ended up getting the title loan, and then by the time I got done with the internship, I was so far behind. Like, those title loans are a trap. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Those title loans do not get a title loan. Never get a title loan, because you gonna be paying forever, because the interest on them title loans alone is like triple, double, triple whatever the normal payment is. So you paying more in interest than you are on the principal, which is crazy to me. So it took me I never even paid it off. Y'all, I'm not even gonna front. I never paid it off. I ended up giving them the car because I could not afford keep paying $700 every 2 weeks just for them to be like, just to barely make a dent. I wasn't even making a dent in the payment. So, and then too, I had my regular bills. Like I said, I had to move. So I had this nice duplex. Like, okay, you know, when you start making more money, you want a nice place. So I wanted a nice apartment. I had found a nice duplex. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Really couldn't afford it, but I really wanted it because it's like, look, I got a nice job. I done went to school. I done worked hard. Like, I want something decent. So I had a nice duplex. It was like $1,400 a month. It was really nice. That was the nicest place I ever got. And so I'm paying $1,400 rent for that, and then I'm trying to like pay the payments on this title loan, which is like $700 a month. It was crazy, and I was trying to pay that down. So like every 2 weeks, I was trying to pay something on it, but it just got worse and worse because my car was not in good shape. So like my car is acting up, so I'm having to like do stuff to my car, take it to the shop. My car is not acting up. So I'm having to get my car fixed and all this stuff, and then make payments on this title loan. Like, come on now. So it was just not working out the way I wanted to. And then on top of that, end up getting a ticket because I did not have car insurance at the time. Like, I could not. Priorities was all messed up. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. My priorities was out of whack. Did not have my finances together the way I should have before I even did all that. But I thought I had it figured out. Okay, I thought I had it figured out, but I didn't. So didn't have no insurance on my car, just riding illegal, thinking I could get away with it, which I did for a long time, but then it finally caught up with me. And so ended up getting my driver's license suspended. Driver's license was suspended. Okay. So when you working for the government, you have to have all your ducks in a row. So here it is, my license is suspended and I had to go to court. So they telling me like, look, all you got to do is come here, make your payments, and you will be okay. Like, we will make sure like your license, there's not a warrant out for your arrest. So basically just pay the ticket off and we'll clear your, basically unsuspend your license. And so, well, no, take that back. My license wasn't suspended yet. I had got a ticket just for no insurance. So it was basically just a no insurance ticket, but it ended up going into suspending my license because I wasn't paying the ticket. I was not paying the ticket, y'all. Like, I went to court. I think I made maybe 1 or 2 payments and that was it. And so I basically stopped paying the ticket because I don't know. I think I was just being dumb for real. Like, I don't even got no good excuse for real. Like, I just stopped paying it because I didn't want to pay it. Like, I'm gonna just keep it all the way a buck. I didn't want to pay it. So, and I didn't think that they was actually gonna suspend my license. Like, I really didn't think nothing was gonna happen because I've never had my license suspended before. So I was just thinking like, oh, it's just a ticket. Like, it'll go away. That's what I was thinking. I don't know why, but that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's just gonna go away. Of course it didn't. And once I found out, so tell me why. So when you working for the government, they get all that information because we're the ones that, like, the company I was working for, we're the ones that, like, we have to audit, like, the police stations and all that stuff. So, like, the police station that I got a ticket at is where we audit. So, they end up sending that information to my boss. And, yeah, so they were like, they came to me one day when I was at work and was like, they popped up on me and was like, look, we got a notification that your license is suspended and that you have a warrant out for your arrest. I'm like, what? License suspended? Warrant out for my arrest? What? They're like, yeah, your license is suspended. And so yeah, you can't work on the property. Like, you know, our company, like with our company, you have to have a active driver's license. You can't have a warrant out for your arrest and your license is suspended. That's against company policy. So they basically fired me on the spot. That was the most embarrassing thing in my life. I was like, are you serious? Like, I couldn't even say nothing. When they came to me with that, I just sat there like looking like I didn't have no words to say, really. They was just like, you know, if you hurry up, like if you go to the police station and try to, you know, pay something, you know, they probably won't take you to jail. And I was like, wow, so I could go to jail for real. They was like, you know, if you just go up there and like try to pay it, they won't take you to jail. And so I was just sitting there like dead silence. Like I didn't have nothing to say. Cause I was just in shock, like, wow, like I'm really getting fired from my job. Like this is a good job. Like I wasn't even there 10 months. Wasn't even at the job 10 months. Like I made it like 9 months. It was crazy. I had just got a raise because you get like a 6-month raise. Like after you get off probation and everything, like they give you a raise after 6 months. And then I was due for like another one once I made it to a year. So like I was on track, you know? And so when they came in there on that day and they fired me, like I was just like, oh my gosh, like I freaking bawled my eyes out in the car. Like, oh my gosh, what am I finna do? And not on top of that, I had just got this car that I'm in now because my car ended up breaking down. So now I'm having to make car note payments. My other car didn't have any payments, but it was breaking down so much to where it finally quit on me. So I had to get another car, and I had just got this car. And then I ended up getting fired. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I was bawling out. I was so stressed out. Oh my gosh, I was so stressed. Like, you don't even know how bad I felt. I was beating myself up so bad. Like, I did not want to be here. Let's just say that. I did not want to be here. Okay. So I was devastated. Like, that was a good job. That was the best job, especially right out of college. I was making like $60K, which is not a lot, but that's good when you just getting out of college. Like folks barely struggling, you know, folks struggling. So it's like right out of college and I'm making that kind of money. Like that was good for me because I ain't never had that much. You know, I had never made that much. The benefits were great. Like it was amazing. So I was devastated when I lost that job. When they told me, oh, we gonna have to let you go. I'm like, and then here I am, you know, they give you incentive once you do pass your CPA, like they give you a boost in pay. It was like a $10,000 boost. So I'm like really studying so I can, you know, get this extra $10K on my salary, and all of it's gone because of me being dumb, not paying my tickets. Okay. It was my fault. And so guess what I did? So right after I left up there, I went to the police station and told them what, you know, tried to make a payment then. But it was like, okay, you already got fired now. You trying to make a payment now? But I mean, I still had to pay it because otherwise my license was still going to stay suspended. So I was like, let me just figure this out. So y'all, that's how I lost my good paying job. That's how I end up in this situation that I'm in now, having to live with my parents. And I was devastated. I'm still really kind of devastated about that, even though now, you know, I have a job. It ain't nowhere making what I was making at that job. So I'm hurt. Like I was hurt for real. I was real hurt about that. And I probably will be until I can get back on that level of making that kind of money again or more, because man, I'm telling you right now, people is not really hiring for them type of positions, making that kind of money right now. Like they really just not. They won't. And I didn't have no experience either. Like coming out of college with no experience and then being offered that kind of job, like they not doing that right now. They want you to have 10 years plus experience and have a master's degree. Like, come on now, where am I supposed to get the experience if you won't hire nobody? Like, come on now. So it's just not really happening right now. And I tried to find other places, tried to apply to other places that had similar, like salary, similar salaries, and it just wasn't going my way. So had to start all over. Had to come home and go live with my parents. And now have to just find like a little job just to pay my car note, basically. That's basically what I'm doing at this point. It's just like something to pay my car note, and it's working, like trying to just basically be able to pay my bills and just try to get ahead a little bit, pay my parents something so I can get on my feet and start saving. Like, y'all, I was so hurt. I'm still kind of hurt, like, cause just thinking about it, like, that was a really good job, and I messed it up. I couldn't even be mad at nobody else. Like, I was crying so bad. Like, I could not be mad at nobody else because it wasn't nobody else but my fault. Nobody else. It was me. Every time I got paid, just passing up the police station, knowing that I should have been making payments to them folks, and just pass them up. And I didn't even have to pay that much. The judge told me, like, oh, all you got to do is pay like $50 every month. He told me like $50 a month to pay it off. I wouldn't even do that. So that's how dumb I was, y'all. Don't be like me, okay? When people are trying to work with you, take advantage. Like, don't sit here and be like me and just not do it, because I missed out on a really good opportunity. I had a good job and I done messed it up. Don't be like me. So yeah, if y'all want to hear more stories, I have some more stuff now. I definitely got some stuff. I definitely got some stories. So y'all, don't be like me. Be responsible with your money. When you gotta pay something, pay it. Like, especially if your life depends on it, like your livelihood. Like, I didn't even realize that, my driver's license had anything to do with my job, but it did, and it came to bite me in the butt. So don't be like me, okay, y'all? I'm getting hot because I turned the car off. But yeah, y'all have a blessed day.